We came here milking about 40 cows, and now we're milking 1,000 cows. We came here with 380 acres, and now we're working about 8,000 acres of land. So to survive, we've grown.
A lot of people don't realize population is growing every year, but the number of acres of farmland available to feed that population is dwindling every year.
I just feel everybody should protect their farm. If they love farming, they got to protect it and keep it going for generations.
We enjoy agriculture, we believe in it, and we just really enjoy what we do. We want that to be there for our next generation, my children and their children, if they choose to do it. We want it to be a viable opportunity and a career for them.
So when my father passed away at 93, we said, you know, we're going to save this farm and keep it forever farm, so that my father would be very proud of that.
The land was here before us, the land will be here after us, and it's our duty to take care of it in between.
The organization that I work for, New York Agricultural Land Trust, works very closely with the New York State Department of Ag and Markets program for farmland protection. That program, in a nutshell, is a program that purchases development rights, or what I call the non-ag equity of a farm, from willing landowners.
My father and my mother bought this place in 1977. They previously farmed in Navarino with his 3 brothers and father, and we came out this way. He found this place, nice fertile land and a nice location, and we built it and fixed it up ever since '77, and we've just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger as the years have gone on.
When we first decided to put a conservation easement on this land, it was a fairly new concept from the state of New York, and it has been totally worthwhile. The first time we closed a project, which was this farm that we're on presently, we used the proceeds from that money to buy other land. We did a like-kind exchange. And that land that we bought, we also conserved. And when we received the money to extinguish the rights on that land, we bought more land. And as farmers, we probably never would have had the opportunity to buy the land we have without that money.
The New York Agricultural Land Trust is important because we work with the permanence of this type of thing, the perpetual protection of a very important resource, farmland.
If you look to our west, we're bordered by a housing development that's not that old, and not too many years ago that was a 33-acre field that was highly productive in ag industry, and now it's houses that'll never produce a crop again. And so that's why it's important to conserve farmland. People have to eat, and we have to have the ground to grow the food on to feed them.
So we feel that this is beautiful farmland as it is, nice rolling hills, beautiful between the lakes. It's very productive, surprisingly productive for New York, and felt that we would like to ensure that it stays in that condition and is used for agriculture only.
Described it a few years ago as that the houses were coming out here like popcorn, you know, they're just popping up everywhere. And we just, you know, if you're a farmer all your life, you just want to have it stay farmland and keep, because you love farming. That's why my husband was a good farmer, because he loved farming. Long days, 7 days a week, but they say, you know, if you have a job you love, you never have to work a day in your life. So I guess he never had to work. He loved it.
The broader public or the broader community should be interested in farmland protection because of the thing we may take for granted the most, which is our food supply. And that in and of itself is a recognition by us and by our board and our supporters and by the landowners who we work with that we are mortals. We have a lifetime on a piece of property, but it was here when we came, and it'll be here when we're gone. And we have an opportunity at this moment in time to protect it for something that we all believe in and we all believe is one of the most important things we can do, is protect the land for the benefit of others who follow as farmers and for those who continue to enjoy the good food that we have available to us.
We've got a nice little farm here, and it can be, because we've preserved it, it can be either a crop farm, it can grow strawberries, it can be a horse farm, or something like that, so that the land will always be saved to grow crops of some sort on them.
We plan to use the proceeds from the sale of our developmental rights to acquire more land and expand our farming operation.
To us, on a family aspect, to us individually, that's kind of why we chose to conserve the farmland, to guarantee the availability of productive farmland so that somebody can continue an agribusiness here.
The benefit also from from protecting large pieces of open land too, that accrues to the public is the benefit to public resources like water quality. When you think about 1,000 acres of land, when rain falls on that, it drains off of it, and by having land uses like farming and forestry stay protected, you're protecting a large amount of the public resource, and mostly water.
NIALT's a great program. There's too much runoff from development. The farms have a lot of vegetation that filter the stormwater and return a lot cleaner water back to the environment. The farms also test their soil, their water, and their manure to make sure that the amendments that they're putting on their land are only what's needed to produce crops, and that minimizes stormwater runoff and pollution as well.
As far as the easement project goes, I think it was a good idea. I wish there was more of it.
We will never be sorry that we put the land in the land trust, because we feel, and I think New York State now is feeling, that their farmland is going way too fast.
You have to understand that this has been a farm since 1804. It was a Revolutionary War grant. So every time we conserve an acre, it is in respect to the past.
The reason conserving farmland is so important is because agriculture is so important. So few people in this country produce the food that this entire country and a lot of the world need. So agriculture is vital, and it needs to be maintained, and this program allows that to occur.